Throughout history, wealth has been a concept cloaked in mystery and desired by all. Yet, ancient civilizations did not see wealth merely as material accumulation, but as a reflection of balance between the physical and spiritual worlds. For them, prosperity was not an accident or the result of sheer luck, but the manifestation of cosmic principles and universal laws that governed life on Earth. From the Phoenician merchants to the sages of ancient Egypt, the mystics of India, and the Greek philosophers, true wealth was not just about gold or possessions, but about proper alignment with the energetic flow of the universe. Today, in the 21st century, we face a paradox. We have more financial tools than ever before, yet most people still struggle with economic stability. Could it be that we have forgotten the secrets of prosperity known to the ancients? Let us explore how wise men of the past generated wealth and how we can apply that knowledge in our daily lives. We will reveal the hidden principles behind abundance, the connection between mind, energy, and money, and how to activate the flow of prosperity in our reality. Prepare to discover truths that have been silenced for centuries, because what you're about to learn will not only change your perspective on money, but will transform your relationship with abundance in every area of your life. If you are ready for these secrets and willing to apply them today, join me on this journey toward true wealth. Throughout history, humanity has sought the key to prosperity. But while today we think of wealth as mere numbers in a bank account, ancient civilizations had a much deeper and more holistic vision. For them, abundance was not just a matter of physical effort or business strategy, but the result of balance between the material, mental, and spiritual worlds. The Egyptians believed wealth was tied to the concept of Maat, the universal principle of order, truth, and harmony. A pharaoh, merchant, or peasant who lived in alignment with Maat brought prosperity, while one who acted against it experienced scarcity and chaos. Wealth, then, was not just a resource, but an energy that had to circulate with purpose and gratitude. Egyptian priests taught that words had power, and that the way one spoke about money determined its flow. Hence the importance of decrees and positive affirmations, something many modern spiritual philosophies have rediscovered. The Phoenicians, considered great merchants of antiquity, understood that wealth should not be hoarded aimlessly, but should flow like water. They created trade routes throughout the Mediterranean, becoming one of the most prosperous civilizations of their time. They applied the law of balance. Everything given generously returns multiplied. This principle, seen in tithing or the rule of giving and receiving in many spiritual traditions, remains valid today. For Greek philosophers like Aristotle and Plato, true wealth did not lie in accumulating goods, but in cultivating wisdom and virtue. Aristotle spoke of eudaimonia, the state of fulfillment and prosperity that arises when a person lives according to their purpose. The Stoics, for their part, taught that the mind must be trained to attract wealth without attachment or greed. Marcus Aurelius said, "He who masters his thoughts masters his destiny," a principle found today in the law of attraction and modern psychology's teachings on abundance mindset. In India, the goddess Lakshmi represents wealth, not just material, but also spiritual. It is taught that abundance comes when one lives in harmony with their dharma, or life purpose, and when one practices gratitude. Meanwhile, ancient Taoist sages in China spoke of Wu Wei, the art of effortless action. This does not mean inaction, but aligning with the natural flow of life, letting wealth come without resistance or anxiety. Ancient civilizations understood that wealth was far more than the result of hard work. It reflected an internal state of alignment, balance, and understanding of universal laws. Looking at the principles of the Egyptians, Phoenicians, Greeks, and Eastern traditions, we find a pattern. True wealth is a combination of mindset, energy, and conscious action. But how can we translate this ancestral knowledge into our modern world? Let's explore how each of these teachings can be applied today to consciously attract prosperity in harmony with universal laws. The ancients understood wealth had to flow like water. Egyptians, Phoenicians, and Taoists spoke of the power of exchange, stating that when money is used with purpose, it returns multiplied. To apply this today, avoid the scarcity mindset and fear of spending. This doesn't mean being reckless, but trusting that abundance comes when there is movement and intention. Donate part of your income to causes you care about. Tithing is based on this principle. Invest in experiences, knowledge, and growth rather than just accumulating objects. The Stoics and Greek philosophers emphasized that wealth begins in the mind. They believed perception of reality defines destiny, and that training the mind is key to attracting abundance. Apply this by changing your internal narrative about money. If you believe money is hard to get, or that being rich is bad, you block its flow. Practice affirmations and visualization. Write and repeat phrases like, "I am in harmony with the abundance of the universe," or "I deserve wealth and use it for good." Surround yourself with people who embody growth and abundance. Their influence will help shift your limiting beliefs. In India, it is taught that wealth flows when we align with our dharma. Those who worked on what they loved or contributed to others' well-being were naturally rewarded. Discover which activity energizes and excites you. True wealth is not just money, but the sense of fulfilling a mission. Don't chase money for its own sake, but focus on the impact you can create with it. Paradoxically, when you follow a true purpose, abundance follows. Consider how you can offer value to the world in alignment with your values. Ancient civilizations knew wealth was not about luck, but consistency. Egyptian builders, Phoenician merchants, and Taoist masters spoke of the long term and how perseverance always bore fruit. Be consistent and disciplined. Focus daily on building sustainable wealth, avoiding shortcuts or get-rich-quick schemes. Develop financial habits, avoid impulsive spending, and learn to invest. Trust the process. Prosperity comes to those with vision and patience. Ancient societies understood that wealth came not from hoarding, but from value exchange. The Phoenicians became one of the most prosperous civilizations through trading exotic goods, innovating, and forging strong relationships. Ask yourself, what value can I offer that others need? Wealth flows to those who create solutions, products, or services that improve others' lives. Learn to negotiate and communicate the value of what you offer. Often, it's not about how much you work, but how much others perceive your value. Don't be afraid to invest in education and skills. Merchants and alchemists of the past knew knowledge was the greatest source of wealth. African tribes, Mesopotamians, and esoteric brotherhoods understood prosperity wasn't a solo journey. They shared resources, supported networks of trust, and created mutual cooperation systems. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Your environment influences your financial success. Don't try to do everything alone. Collaborate, build strategies, and learn from those who've achieved what you desire. Generosity strengthens the abundance network. Helping others financially can open unexpected doors. Ancient mystics taught that true wealth began within. From Taoists to Sufi mystics, they spoke of the importance of mental peace and spiritual clarity to attract prosperity. Practice daily gratitude. Ancient civilizations honored their blessings through rituals and offerings, recognizing that gratitude attracts more abundance. Care for your energy and vibration. Stress, anxiety, and negativity block prosperity's flow. Align your income with your emotional and spiritual well-being. Avoid wealth sources that generate internal conflict or go against your values. Ancient esoteric traditions spoke of the power of words and intention to attract wealth. Mantras, decrees, and affirmations were used to program the mind and reality. Use daily prosperity affirmations like, "I am a magnet for abundance," or "Wealth flows to me easily." Visualize your financial success with clarity. Ancient mystery schools taught that what is imagined with emotion and certainty tends to materialize. Act in alignment with your intention. Visualization without action yields no results. Ancient civilizations not only built empires and amassed wealth, but left a legacy of wisdom on abundance. They understood wealth reflects mindset, value exchange, collaboration, and projected energy. Now that we've explored these principles, let's turn to practical application. We've unveiled the secrets of ancient abundance, but true magic happens when knowledge becomes action. Here are strategies to apply these principles in your life and start attracting prosperity consciously and aligned with ancient wisdom. Poverty is not just material but also mental. Great empires wouldn't have thrived if their leaders had feared expansion or innovation. Reflect on your money beliefs. Do you associate wealth with something negative or unattainable? Surround yourself with positive prosperity information. Study the mindset of successful people. Practice daily gratitude. Ancient civilizations gave thanks before receiving, creating an energetic field for abundance. Phoenician merchants, Egyptian artisans, and Eastern sages didn't wait for wealth. They created it. They specialized in something valuable to their community and the world. Identify what you're good at and what you can offer. Learn constantly. Education and personal development are the fastest ways to increase wealth-generating capacity. Solve problems. The more people you help, the more value you generate, and the more rewards you receive. The flow of wealth is like a river. If you try to hold it back with fear, it stagnates. Ancient civilizations thrived because they understood giving and receiving are interdependent. Don't fear investing in yourself and others. Money isn't lost. It transforms into growth, relationships, and opportunities. Be generous strategically. Support causes that resonate with you without jeopardizing your stability. Learn to negotiate and make win-win deals. True wealth arises from fair, mutually beneficial agreements. Ancient societies were built on cooperation. No one achieved prosperity in isolation. Medieval guilds, trade clans, and philosophical schools taught that unity is strength. Connect with people who share your growth vision. Learn from those who've achieved what you seek. Join communities, forums, or groups to exchange ideas and opportunities. Don't fear asking for help or seeking mentors. The great sages of the past were students before becoming masters. Ancient civilizations combined action with spiritual intention. They knew money and energy are connected. Create daily prosperity affirmations and repeat them with conviction. Visualize your ideal life as if you were already living it. Feel the gratitude and excitement of having what you desire. Use symbolic objects. Many cultures used coins, talismans, or wealth symbols as energy anchors. Knowledge without action is just a floating idea. The key to manifesting wealth is not in mere wishes, but in disciplined application of the principles that ancient civilizations used to achieve greatness. The question now is, are you ready to use this legacy and transform your financial reality? Wealth is not a mystery or simple accumulation of goods. It reflects your inner state, the energy you project, and how aligned you are with the universal laws that ancient civilizations deeply understood. True prosperity arises when we combine wisdom, intention, and conscious action. Today, you hold in your hands the knowledge that transformed empires and guided history's sages. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you continue to see wealth as a matter of luck, or will you begin applying these principles in your life? Every thought, word, and action you emit shapes your financial reality. Now is the time to choose whether to keep repeating patterns of scarcity or activate the flow of abundance. Don't let this knowledge remain theoretical. Start today. Apply these principles, change your mindset, and watch how the universe responds. Prosperity is a state of being, and it's waiting for you to take control. If this message has resonated with you, subscribe to the channel to keep learning about the keys to abundance and manifestation. Leave a comment sharing which principle impacted you most and how you plan to apply it in your life. If you know someone who needs to hear this, share the video so more people can awaken their inner power. True wealth begins within you, and today is the day to claim it.